Greetings, lovely listeners, and welcome to Games Gone, a place where we take a game from the past and relive it 5 times each month. I hope you're enjoying some Mario Kart podcasting, because right now this is our side content in our E3 episode, all about predictions. I'm Michael.
And I'm Larry.
And for the first time ever, the third brother joins us.
And I'm Kevin. Hello, hello.
Super excited to finally have you on here. So if you've been hearing Kevin's name in the podcast, well, that's the one we're referring to right there, which is awesome.
It's because we talk about him too much.
Okay, maybe.
Not really, but...
You know, I actually have you pictured as, like, writing down every time you hear us talk about you.
Okay, enough of this. So, our E3 Predictions episode is about taking predictions. What do you know? So we each brought 5 predictions, and we're just going to go through them. And at the very end, we're going to talk about Super Smash Bros. Because we know that's going to be featured at E3 this year.
And I definitely think the guest should go first. Kevin, let's hear your first prediction.
Sounds good to me.
All right. I'm going to just drop some, I think, a pretty good one. So we know that Last of Us 2 is going to be at E3.
Yep.
We don't know what exactly, but I think they are going to do a gameplay trailer on stage, and then they're also going to announce it's going to be a fall 2019 release.
Fall 2019?
Yes.
Okay. Yes or no, they take a prediction?
Well, I mean, it's already...
Take a prediction.
Yeah.
Show the gameplay trailer.
They're definitely going to show a gameplay trailer for it. Yeah. I am curious do you think fall 2019 is too far in the future? I mean, again, that makes sense for them to release it then.
I think it's second quarter.
You think it's second quarter?
So
I feel to me it feels like a spring game.
Yeah, so that'd be second quarter probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I definitely agree with you there.
You can go next.
All right. So I have quite a few different. I think I wrote down. You said 5 each. I wrote down 9. But I'll start off with just, I guess, my game that I really want. Play Dead is going to announce and show us their new game, and me, being Larry, will buy it immediately. And they're the ones that made Inside. They made Limbo, and I'm very much interested to see what they got. They've already kind of, I think, on their Twitter side, they've posted a couple pictures, little teaser. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but it's obviously there.
So you think they're going to announce the new game?
Yes.
Do you think it's going to stick with the side-scroller aspect?
I mean, personally, I'm curious to see what they would do with, like, if they open it up a little bit. I would like to see them maybe stick with the side-scrollers. They're so good at it. Both of you guys need to play Inside already. But, yeah, I would say they stick with the side-scroller.
Okay. I will say they will show the game, no release date. That's my guess. They'll, like, tease it.
Yeah. It's been long enough. I actually think I'll go so much as to say I think they're going to have a release date for it as well.
Okay. Kevin, what do you think?
One, I've played it. I haven't beaten it. It's awesome. But two, what do you... I can't remember if you even said this. Do you know, like, when you think they'll release it? Or
I'm not as keen on that. And again, this is where I'm sure if you had insider information, this is probably blasphemous, but I actually could see them doing it this fall. And I think that would be fantastic.
All right, you think it's fall. Okay.
I disagree, but okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming this year. All right. Moving on to mine. Nintendo, new Pokemon game. They're going to show us the game. So it's going to come out this fall. I think it might be delayed. My will make me scream moment would be Red and Blue 2.
Like a re-release?
No, a
remaster?
No, not a remaster.
A remake?
Like a sequel.
Oh, okay.
Red and Blue 2.
So that would be fascinating to me just because, I mean, if the current generation of people even would care about that, I mean, obviously all of us who grew up with Red and Blue would love that. My take on this is you're predicting it comes out this fall. Does that mean you think that when they announce they're starting work on it, they've actually been working on it? Or do you think they were able to chug that thing out in about a year and a half?
I don't think it'll take that much work. That's why I don't think it's going to be like a Breath of the Wild or Odyssey type, like, super finesse. I think it's just going to be another Pokemon game just on Switch instead of 3DS.
I want a Pokemon game using the Breath of the Wild engine so badly. I feel like the color palette and the way that game's designed with the grass would be perfect.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of a multi-tiered prediction. One, it's coming this fall. They're going to show gameplay. It'd be awesome. It'd be so awesome. It was Red and Blue too.
If this is true, I bet they add like a Pokemon Go aspect to it, where you can walk around with your Switch.
Oh,
I think that'd be cool.
And I'm going to say I don't think there's any chance it comes out in fall.
Okay, so no for you. Kevin, what are you thinking? Yes, it's coming out, or no? I think it might get delayed till March, but
Fall, I think they know better. Although no, because Pokemon is such a big name
yeah, exactly.
that it could compete with Red Dead. But
I feel like there's rumors been spilling about like they want the Pokemon game out this year.
I could see it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
My fear would be I just don't want them rushing it at the end of the day. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I don't think this will be the big Pokemon game. I think it's going to be the next one. But
Yeah, see, and that's what I actually don't want them to do. I don't want them releasing a mid-tier. Like, if you're releasing a Pokemon
not
for
going to be
Switch,
mid-tier. It's just going to be different.
yeah,
It's not going to be what people expect.
what I'm hoping they do, because when they announce, hey, there is a full-on Pokemon title being released for Switch, you put that in that aspect, people are assuming, okay, what are you going to do on the Switch's hardware? I just hope they're going. I want them to go all in on this. I don't want a halvesy to kind of see how it does and then get to the next one. So that would be, if they release something that's mid-tier, kind of, not all in, like a AAA style, then I could maybe see them releasing it in fall.
But Pokemon's never been AAA.
Yeah, but it has the clout to be, though.
I don't know if they should.
I think they should. I think they should just put all their eggs in their basket and go crazy with that game. But hey, we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess.
Its sales rivals a AAA game, so just
Yeah,
saying that.
exactly. I don't think, and I'm guessing you're meaning like more like Breath of the Wild style, like big open areas.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I would say I don't want an open world Pokemon game. I think you need, what was it, Safari Zone style zones and those type of games. It doesn't need to be something that's vastly open. Have it be cornered, almost area locked, region locked. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I want them to take their time in like the moveset, the Pokemon there in the game. I want it to be a pretty game. It doesn't have to be graphically just rivaling everything. Just have it be cartoony. Get it close to looking, not like the show, but maybe when the show first came out, something like that I think would be great.
All right, Kevin, what's your next prediction?
My next prediction is Sony Bend. Days Gone releases August 2018.
Ooh, I thought I heard. I'm not 100% sure, but Game Informer just did a hour footage of the game, and it still looks kind of rough. And I think there's rumors that it's 2019 already.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think because okay, when we're recording this right now,
14th.
Yeah, okay, May 14th. I almost said March 14th.
Actually, 15th today.
15th. Okay, May 15th. Sony's already announced kind of their big four. I think it's potentially troubling that that's not one of them. I think there is some issues behind it. Because initially it seemed like that was the game they were really going to push as one of their big ones. And there's something's happening behind the scenes. That or it's releasing way earlier, and I don't think that's the case.
So August.
My 2 cents. Last E3, they had that big gameplay demo of it, and it looked good.
It did.
Personally, I haven't watched that Game Informer.
I haven't seen it either, but I just heard about it.
I just think they need to release something.
Yeah, or else it's going to compete with Tulo.
Yeah,
it just seems weird to me.
They need something out in the summer to get them sales before Red Dead comes out. That's my philosophy.
They do have Spider-Man in September, and they just had God of War, which is ridiculously selling. But we'll see. I mean, I would like that game sooner rather than later because I was excited about that one.
Yeah, no, and for some reason I didn't have. It's not, and maybe it's just that style. It's not something that's 100% interesting me. It looks fantastic, and I love the concept behind it.
I think I need
to. I need to see more.
Yeah,
and I think the fact that we haven't seen more makes me think that there's no way it's releasing anytime soon.
Yeah, we'll see. What's your next one?
All right, so my second one here, and this is one that I 100% thought was happening last year, and it didn't. Okay, so not 100%, like not 70%. Bethesda Game Studios is going to announce their next big AAA title. I think Rage 2 being announced early. They're kind of setting aside what is it going to be on our show. A lot of their companies that they own have already released games within the last year or two here. I don't think they're ready for their next big ones. And Bethesda needs something big. I think we're going to see Mr. Todd Howard come on stage. And it's not going to be an Elder Scrolls. They have been put on record saying that they don't think technology is where they want it to be yet for what they want to do with Elder Scrolls 6.
They need a new engine.
Yeah, exactly. My thought process is it's going to be a game that I think we've all somewhat heard about, and I still think they wanted to show it last year. There's a reason why the show got cut early, and I think it's called StarField. It's going to be their first foray into a space sort of with the budget of like an Elder Scrolls and Fallout. Nope. You don't think so?
Nope. That's my prediction. Nope.
I'm going to piggyback off Larry's prediction, and at the end of Bethesda's conference, that there's going to be a 10-second clip, and it's going to say Elder Scrolls 6 2020.
Oh, that would be nice.
Here's the thing. That would make me flip. I would love it. I just don't think that's how they want to do things anymore. But that would be one of those ones. And again, it's still ironic that me and you talk about this, Kevin, all the time. I'm always excited for an Elder Scrolls game. I'm always excited for a Fallout game. But I feel like they've progressively gotten, in my mind, worse over the years. So they need to redeem themselves. And I actually think CD Projekt Red is the perfect example of a company who's come in and kind of changed what people think. And I think that's actually going to be good for Bethesda in the long run. I think they know they're challenged.
So that means you're thinking Starfield's coming out this year.
My thought process is, and I think it'll be coming out this fall. I'm guessing November.
Okay, November. I'll write that down. Kevin, do you think it's coming out this year? Or do you think that's even there?
So I believe Starfield's there because they patented that in correct me if I'm wrong, people, 2015. Yes. I want to say that they released a patent for that. Elder Scrolls, they do need. I mean, they have, or not Elder Scrolls, Bethesda needs something else. I mean, they're relying on ESO, so I think something else will release. And
that something else is my prediction: Doom 2.
That
it'll just be like how Kevin, you're shaking your head. I see that. Just like the original Doom, the Doom 2 on the what was it? That would have been Super Nintendo or something like that. And PCs, they looked very similar, and they just take all those art assets that they worked on Doom, and it was awesome. And give me a sequel. That'd be a nice, easy cash cow.
That would be nice. It is working on Rage 2 with the co-developer, so I think they're putting all their energy in that.
Well, okay,
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, and here's the thing too. Just look at it from a conference perspective. What they usually like to do, that would mean they're gonna showcase a lot. Rage, I think, Rage 2 is gonna be their opener. They're gonna do something with their Elder Scrolls.
They release the trailer now, then.
I still think there's going to be a gameplay reveal.
Okay,
it feels weird to kind of release that before the show when you're having your own show. So I think they have gameplay reveal. I think then they're going to talk about their Elder Scrolls card game. That's going to be on there. They're going to do something with ESO. And then there's something for the end. Doom was initially, and granted maybe it's because it came up against Fallout, Doom was their opener for the show 2 years ago. So to me, it would be, if it is a Doom 2, it's kind of where the Rage 2 slot is. So maybe that's their meet and middle one. And again, I would love if they announce it. I'm saying no to this one.
I don't think they're going to do anything with ESO. The only thing they would do is, because they just released the Somerset expansion, that they might do like a rollback and do a collector's edition with all the other content besides that.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. So we have maybe Rage 2 in the opening. You have an ESO drop of some sort, maybe a card game, another mobile game probably, and then end the show on either Doom 2, that's my corner, or Starfield. Or the teaser for Elder Scrolls 6, which I think they need to do.
See, again, I don't think they need to do it, but it would be absolutely fantastic.
We need to know that it's coming somewhat.
But see, again, that's true. But they tend to be really, really quiet about their games until they're ready to showcase them. And
not usually. This is a new thing.
Yeah, but I think it would feel weird to back off that after you've said this is what you want to do, to then all of a sudden reverse roles back.
I mean, think about their last couple of games haven't been selling that well. So.
Yeah, my biggest announcement would be if they would do something along the lines of like a Fallout, what they did with New Vegas, bring Obsidian back into it, and do like a Fallout for Washington D.C. or something like that, or Philadelphia. That would be awesome.
They've already done D.C., haven't they?
Yeah, they did.
Well, Skyrim released in 2011, so it's been forever, and then Fallout released 2015, or Fallout 4 released 2015, so they're almost at that 4-year mark for a new Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, they gotta tease us some. So I hope we see that, but
they would if they didn't have Starfield in the line.
We'll see.
That's why there's a teaser.
Exactly. All right, next prediction. So I just went with mine, Doom 2. So Kevin, you can do your next one then.
Oh, okay. BioWare, Anthem.
it's going to be there. So what do you think?
It's going to be there. I don't believe they're going to make a release date for 2018, but I do believe they're going to do what they did, or not what they did, but what EA did with Battlefield 1.
Or is it 2?
No, Battlefield 1, the World War 1, that they're going to do like a gameplay demo with people actually on the. I mean, I think it's only teams of 4, but I think they're going to do like a live gameplay.
Like a live gameplay?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. This is kind of their big puppy now. They've, kind of the bed with Mass Effect Andromeda. So and again, I think it's probably Andromeda's probably getting more hate than it needs to, but it was a game. It wasn't ready. They didn't have the passion. A lot of the original people who worked on Mass Effect weren't there. It seems to be a lot. They're putting a lot of money into Anthem here. I just hope they don't overpromise, because that was an unbelievable. That game seemed to be a step above graphically than a lot of games. I just hope that's something that they're able to actually promise.
And I know they said they want it out by March 2019, so I'm going with Kevin saying it's not coming out this year. I think it's really early next year.
Forgot to mention, I think they're also going to do, if you pre-order the game, you get a closed beta in like the summer before it releases.
I could see that.
The summer before it releases, so
that would be this summer.
That would be this
or
summer.
maybe
You think
this
they're gonna
fall.
beta?
I don't know. Beta though.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Beta. That's cool.
All right. My third one, and this is a game that probably this reveal scares me more than anything. But I've been hearing more and more murmurings about it, and I'm worried and I'm nervous about it. And that is, they're going to release a new BioShock. They're gonna announce it. I've been hearing a lot about it. It's not the original guys who are working on it anymore, which is what scares me the most.
Well, yeah, because Kevin Levine started his own company, right?
Yeah. So I honestly, I don't know anything about this. It's just it just seems like there's too much smoke happening now. It's kind of coming up all over the place. So
that would be amazing, because I bet you what they'll do is we're just going to see a gameplay or a trailer playing, and at the very end it's going to reveal it's BioShock, and it's not going to look like BioShock.
That's what I think. You're going to get something very similar to like a Resident Evil 7 when they announce that. You're going to see all the stuff first. They're going to have some clues in there for us diehard BioShock fans who will pick up on it. But and again, and this scares me. You don't have your original group of people working on it.
That's okay.
The thing that made BioShock amazing, other than like the camera and the combat, was the writing. And you got to nail that.
I think
BioShock is a very, very special trilogy in my mind, and so I don't want them messing this up.
I mean, look at Halo now versus what Halo was.
Yeah, but there's I'm sure there's plenty of examples where a new team has taken something new and it's worked out better.
But to be fair, too, like, isn't it weird? You bringing up Halo, Kevin, was kind of one of those points I wanted to make.
Is that game coming?
Is it so odd that, like, you remember just even a couple of years ago, whenever the announcement of like a new Halo, like that was the big thing in the industry, and now it just feels like an afterthought right now. I hate seeing how far that kind of.
Well, maybe
if
there might be Halo 6 here, and if it's a good trailer, maybe I'll get excited again. Hopefully,
right. And I guess just because we've been keeping tabs on it, do you guys disagree with BioShock kind of being revealed?
I think it's going to be there. Yeah. If I'm not 100%. I'm 50% sure it'll be there, and it'll be just how I explained it.
I don't think it will, personally.
All right, so I'm going.
All right, so Michael thinks he agrees with me, and then Kevin is disagreeing with me.
All right, so mine. Heard rumors of this one. Splinter Cell. It's coming back.
You took one of mine. I think you took both of ours.
It's coming back this year. And my make me scream moment would be if it's like Hitman. You get like different areas, and within each level you have missions that you can complete. It's almost episodic, but not. It's full game right away, episodic, and then each month they add new missions and objectives. That's what I want. I want a little bit like a small scale open world, not a full blown open world.
I think it'd be fantastic if apparently there's this make me scream option here. If Michael Ironside actually did voice, because he's voicing. The reason I think, and probably you think too, or we all think, is because Ubisoft did some small demo or release with Sam Fisher being in Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Mm-hmm. And so that seems very random for him to just drop in there. I mean,
it's a teaser.
Maybe they're teasing us and just letting us, because that genre is kind of fading away. So I'm a little worried about that.
Especially with Metal Gear going kind of the way it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is one of those things too where with Splinter Cell, I agree with you. I could see you with the episodic side of things, if they choose to go that route, I want them to have a really nice entry point for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't charge $60 for a game if you're planning on releasing episodic content.
I mean, my thing would be, I hope they charge full retail. It is like an episodic game set up, but the whole content's there already.
Yeah.
And then from there, they add content every month.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like I absolutely adored Splinter Cell. I hope they actually do, if they add the multiplayer in where you can kind of, you and your buddy can play and jump into matches. Again, I don't know if you ever got into it, Michael, as much.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they
want
want to go that. I don't think it would be smart to go that route.
I think they definitely will. Okay, hey, then that's where we can take this prediction. Do you think they'll have a multiplayer aspect or a co-op aspect to the game?
I would say co-op over multiplayer.
With how things are going, I agree with Michael, but I would love if the mercenary versus spy thing.
Yeah, I would love that.
Spies vs. Mercenary was fantastic. I loved it.
I just think that's where they started losing focus with their Splinter Cell games, and people remember that. So if they even show that in the trailer, I think that's a bad move. I want it.
That's not where the series died. The series died when they just completely changed how Splinter Cell worked.
Yeah,
and did those insta kills and stuff like that. That's where it died.
Yeah, so I mean, so they need a new take somehow. I don't know exactly what they're going to do to get me excited about it, but I think it is time for this game to come back.
And I think you just hit the nail on the head there too. The point of it, me being excited about it, it's been long enough since I've played a game like that I think that's good enough that I'm curious to see where it is, what they're doing with it, and yeah, Michael Ironside has to be back.
Yes. All right, Kevin, your prediction. It's number 4.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh.
They will release a demo.
Oh.
That's my only thing.
No release date or anything, but they'll release a demo.
A demo, man. I was going to say maybe they would do like another maybe live gameplay trailer. A demo would be pretty fascinating.
Oh. I'm going to go with no, but
I
want to be optimistic on it, but I think it's too much of a long shot, but I appreciate the long shot.
Yeah, I'm going to say no too, and the fact that you're talking long shot, I guess I'll throw my long shot out here. I believe, and actually going back there real quick, Final Fantasy VII though, it's an episodic thing, right?
Apparently, they're gonna change it. I think.
You think so?
I have no idea what they're gonna do with that game. To be honest,
see, I kind of feel like we might go silent on that because they're working hard.
No, they're gonna show it.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just not gonna be a demo.
We'll see. All right. I think, and this is one of my we'll see what happens here, but I think Rocksteady is going to reveal a Superman game.
I heard the rumors of that, but that's not what's going to happen.
You don't think so?
No. So Rocksteady, they were the ones that did the Arkham trilogy, right?
Yes.
So I heard rumors that I think, and I just hope this is what it is. I hope they do my Scream Inducer, Batman Beyond. You have the original Batman from Arkham trilogy be your like mentor, and you are Batman, the little Batman. I just want it so bad.
See, here's my thing though. I gotta believe this is one of the things that they need something fresh, and this is why I'm going with that. No, but again, you're still in that universe.
You can't make a good Superman game. It's gonna suck.
That's the thing. People never thought you could do that with Batman, and they changed it.
They had better Batman games.
If you look at all of the Batman games that are out there, and again, there's probably some people screaming like, "No, the one that came out and da da da." Whatever. Rocksteady was the ones that to me made Batman. I would love to see what they could do with a Superman.
I agree. That'd be fantastic. What I think, just with how things are going, and this, I'm just thought of this right now. They will release a Black Panther game.
Oh, that would be freaking awesome. I wonder.
I think it's too soon to announce something.
I know they're making an Avengers game somewhere, so I don't know if that ties up things. I forget who's making it. I think it's Crystal Dynamics, people that did Tomb Raider. But yeah, I don't know. That would be cool.
Yeah, no,
I've also heard rumors there's supposed to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, which would be freaking awesome. But I'm a Batman Beyond.
Yeah, see,
I'm going no.
The Ninja Turtle game sounds awesome, but like that doesn't do anything for me anymore. But no, I think again, this is more of wishful thinking. But I would love to see like a Superman related game.
All right, Kevin, do you think yay or nay to Superman?
Yay, because Superman's my favorite character. So,
so you just want it for that? All right, fine. All right,
Number 5.
Well, I kind of said Rocksteady was in mine, so now I got to go to a different one. They are going to show more gameplay of Yoshi 2018, possibly a release date. I'm thinking a summer release date. They said it was supposed to come this early, but didn't. I think we'll get a full name reveal, and it'll probably be something like Cardboard Adventure Yoshi. Something, because everything looks like cardboard. I don't know.
I just want to see more about the game. So to me, it's that kind of game you can just pop in, play real quick, and it's just you're going to be in a good mood.
Yes. I think
they're going to do something with Yoshi.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Release date, title, we get everything.
And I will say this is the first year in a long time I'm most excited about Nintendo's conference, more so than any, maybe other than Bethesda, because I just want to be right about StarField.
All right, so do you agree that we get a release date and everything?
Oh, of course they have to. Like what would be keeping them from doing that?
I don't know. That's weird that we don't have it yet. I mean, Kirby's out, everything else is out. So
Yeah, they don't have any other namesakes really left, I think, for the recent releases.
all right, so we all agree on that one. That's a safe one then. It should be a safe one. It better be there. All right, Kevin, last one.
Yeah, I have two predictions. I'm only going to say one because I think you're going to say my other one.
Take the better one, because I probably don't have your other one.
And just to keep in mind, he can't take your other one because he's already done his fifth one.
That was a baked in one. Doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
Remedy Games, Alan Wake 2.
What?
You took one of mine. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they took out a patent for it, I think, in 2016 or 2017. So they're either going to release a new IP or Alan Wake 2.
We can't do both.
Well, and here's the thing, though. Well, yeah, and here's the thing. To his point, this is none of us are video game journalists. We're not in the industry. We just love video games. This is another one. I have absolutely no knowledge on this, but where there's smoke, there's something that's been popping up a lot on the internet recently, and I agree with you. I think there's potential possibility they're going to do something.
I'm going no. I'm going no on this one. I think they should go a new IP versus a new thing. Well, actually, maybe it's safe because they're the same people that made Quantum Break, right? Yeah.
I'm glad that you disagreed with this because I think this is the first one me and Kevin have agreed on that you haven't agreed with.
Yeah.
So this is good.
I don't think. Yeah, it might be a safe bet to do it, but I'm gonna say no, and they're gonna try something new again. You fusing the elements of those.
That's where I think you're wrong because Quantum Break didn't sell as well as they thought, so they're
Yeah,
going
I
to
know.
go back.
I mean, that's a safe bet.
I like that you pointed out because you did kind of contradict yourself there.
I know. I'm realizing that because yeah. Whatever. I'm sticking to my no.
Quantum Break was one of those things. It just looked like it had so much potential.
I heard it's a great game.
Actually really fun. But yeah, and it was really fun. I have it on Xbox One, but I still haven't finished it. Then again, I am notorious for not finishing games. But
true.
it is a really good gameplay loop, I think.
That is your new thing. You're notorious for not finishing games. Okay. That's good at tagline.
So a couple of mine have been taken. So for predictions here. So I'm still trying to. There's a couple of semi-obvious ones I have, but I think one. I have two, and I don't know which one I want to share. The obvious one, I guess I'll just say both, is Gearbox is going to show Borderlands 3. It's happening. I think it's gonna
happen.
I think it's gonna be like a March release, 2019.
All right, so I'm not writing that one down.
Yeah. My other just obscure one, and maybe there's some more smoke behind this too, but I think Devil May Cry 5 is gonna
that's
pop up.
definitely coming.
You think it's happening? And that's kind of some smoke I've been hearing too.
Yeah. With the trilogy being released on newer consoles, it's coming. It's time.
And
here's my thing. I don't want it right now.
That's what I was just gonna ask you.
Unless they do a God of War. They totally revamp it a little bit. He's older. It's a different take. I don't want.
What about Onimusha? Do you think something like that could come?
Oh, there's rumors of that being coming back. That would be.
That's
awesome.
That's what I was gonna say. Like Devil May Cry, I love, but I want. Is Onimusha the same developer? It's not, right?
It was Capcom. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I think Onimusha.
I don't know if it's the publisher. I can't remember. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I could see either one. And I mean, just to get the rest off my list, I just have one more.
I
no,
got stuff, so
No.
don't.
I
But
got
Devil May Cry,
stuff.
do you think it's here? I think it's it's here.
Oh no, I made the prediction.
I say no. They did the trilogy or the collectors, whatever you want to call it. So I think that was just like a seller, and they're working on something else.
All right, I like that. So my last prediction is, I make sure I got it right. Luigi's Mansion 3. Even though they just announced the remake for the 3DS coming sometime this year, I think a Halloween release date. Luigi's Mansion 3 has some local or online co-op play. There hasn't been any murmurings of this, so I don't know, but I'm just going out there.
I say no just because Luigi is always on the back burner, and he's not as cared much about. So
I know.
So my take on that would be, and this is where I kind of disagree with Kevin when he talked about the trilogy with Devil May Cry. I feel like when companies do stuff like that, that's kind of a feeler. They're testing to see what's happening.
Yeah.
The thing with Luigi is there isn't a lot of like big AAA Nintendo games coming, this is like the perfect year for Nintendo to release a game like Luigi's Mansion.
Unless
it's
you
filler.
have Smash and Pokemon.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's big, and obviously, the Metroid Prime. That would have been a potential good prediction, too.
It's not there.
It's not there?
No, I don't think it's coming.
That was my last prediction. They're going to do a gameplay trailer.
No, it's too early.
Nope, it's not.
Yeah, it's coming
So
2019.
if it's too early, then I would say, you know what? I kind of agree with Kevin here.
Nope.
I think they're going to do gameplay.
No, it's got. That's a winter.
2019.
Yeah, 2019 game, and they said their
That's
main
next year. I mean,
but their main focus said was going to be 2018 games. So I'm just going no.
Yeah,
Even though
but
they said
they did that last year.
and they did not follow that rule at all. But
I mean, I guess the only way that I would disagree with that is you need to get this gameplay right. You need to maybe give it a year to kind of have people salivate even more over what's happening, and then do like a Nintendo Direct where you release it.
okay, Luigi's Mansion 3. Did you agree? Or you can say a point if you have one, Kevin, because you look like you want to say something.
well, one, I agree with Luigi, but they need to really. They did the feeler. They did the teaser. They just said 4 at the last E3. They don't have big games coming out. They need that AAA game to come out for Nintendo. Not saying it's coming out this year, but they need a trailer of some sort for Metroid. It's going to happen.
Smash is going to sell the rest of the year once it drops. I'm guessing. We'll talk about this in a second. We'll harden these out. Before we do that, Luigi's Mansion 3, no or yes? Then we can talk about Super Smash.
Yeah, well, yes, I agree with Luigi's Mansion 3 is happening.
It is happening? You think so?
Oh, yeah.
This year? Because I'm kind of surprised that you're agreeing with me.
Here's the thing. It's because of... This is one of those things where it depends on what they show. Like, if Pokemon's not ready, I feel like they need something else to release this year. Maybe that's where the Yoshi comes in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because you could talk Yoshi. Super Smash is happening, obviously. I don't think it'll happen this year. Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out, though. I just...
So would that be yes to a coming out, but not this year.
Yeah. I mean, but Halloween's a perfect time for that. You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go nutty here.
All right.
I agree with you. I'm going to change my mind. I will say with his prediction.
Okay, now we can talk about Super Smash and Metroid Prime. We'll move on to that segment. So that was our 5 predictions. You guys threw in a couple more. Whatever.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Well, can I just add into it? They're gonna announce a new Battlefield game. It's time for them to release that.
Oh yeah,
and
Battlefield 2.
Yeah, well, they need to make right. They screwed something up with 1. There's a lot we could go into a long topic, me and Kevin, about our feelings on that game. But real quick, Metroid Prime 4, just so we can continue to be all over the place here.
Next year.
I would say the reason they only announced the hint in the trailer there is they understood that's what fans wanted. I still think, I mean, unless they've really been hiding this for a long time, I think they're really early in development still.
Yeah, I think it could even be a 2020
So I'm going to go
game.
against what I initially said. I to me, it's like a 2020, even maybe like early 21.
I would say I'm banking they want to try and do holiday of next year, and so I would do E3 be the big one. But so next E3 I think would be.
I'm just going to go on the wall. There's Super Smash. You need 2 system sellers for half year.
Okay.
Smash sells 1 half of the year, Metroid the other year. I think it comes out 2019.
All right. We'll see. All right.
That'd be
Speaking
huge,
of
man.
Super Smash, we're going to harden out the details. I think it's coming September. No, yeah. It's either coming September or November. Those are the only 2. I think those are the 2.
I'm going to say they do it in August. I think they're going to go a little bit early here.
No, because their rollout plan for online September.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
they've said
okay.
that for sure. So that's why a lot of people think September, but I think it might be November or December.
Okay, I had forgotten
It
about
is this
that.
year. We know that.
Then November makes the most sense.
September is looking pretty packed, and everybody wants to avoid October. I think Smash could sell in October, obviously. But,
Yeah, I think November also.
okay, so, you know what? I'm going to say December. Really, really early December, like December 6th.
Why don't we just talk about every single month?
Yeah, this is what I'm going for now. It's December.
Yeah,
I
think November.
Nope. I got to change it. It's
My goodness.
I know. End of September. I'm going to look at the calendar right now. I'm going to pick a date, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm going with November.
September 21st.
September 21st.
Yep.
Sure. I think
No, I'm going September 28th. September 28th. That's my date. September 28th.
I am so sorry, listeners, for his indecisiveness.
September 20th, because they've been doing Friday release dates. I was going to pick the 21st, but 20th just sounds better. 28th. It's the last weekend of September. No, they wouldn't want to do that because I want to be able to get it on the... No, I'll just pick it. September 28th.
Stick to your guns.
Yeah, September 28th. When do you think it's coming?
I'm just saying November. I'm not going to go in detail there.
All right. Kevin? November?
I agree with him.
All right. I went
With Larry, that is.
I went very specific. Okay. There we go. We know what that is. All right. And that's so...
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's just staring at me like it's wrong. I just want to change it. But all right, so
Pay attention to my brother Michael's Twitter at one catalyst, just because
that one.
catalyst. Excuse me, because he will update how often he changes the date there.
Yes, September 28th. Okay. So we each brought a character we for sure think is going to be in the new Super Smash, and then one we would really love to, maybe doesn't have as good of a chance of being in it. So my first one is Captain Toad.
Well, you took mine.
Really?
I Captain Toad too. Son of a.
So he's in the Super Mario Odyssey, all over the place. It'd be cool. He could use the pickaxe, like throw it up and to launch himself up. That'd be like his up B. He could throw some turnips. He could maybe even use a mine cart or something to ram people, like a dash B or something. And it's just normal attack. It'd just be his pickaxe, smacking people. I don't know what his ultimate would be. Maybe team up with Toadette and do something. Summon the big bird.
That's a very safe bet.
I mean, we're supposed to do some safe ones too, you know. I mean, another safe bet is the arms people. One of them, they're going to be in there.
Oh, all right. Well, since you...
Well,
yeah, you know what? You kind of took mine. Kevin, go first. I got to think. I'm going to rattle my brain for somebody else.
One, I didn't take that. That was Michael, not me. So,
yeah, that's true.
I took this a little bit of a different way.
Okay.
So the voting that happened for the original or the most recent Super Smash,
I know what you're gonna say.
I think they're going
Goku.
to do going to do timed releases of Goku, the Bayonetta girl, and then the other third one, the top three people. They're going to do timed releases for all of them.
So are you saying that not all the original characters from
Not
4?
Just
Because would that mean Cloud and Bayonetta aren't shoot in?
no, that's what I'm saying. They're all. It's going to be
So we'll have
the top
Ryu
three.
again.
I can't remember who are all the top three. It's not
Yeah.
Goku, Bayonetta, and I think Cloud.
Yes, that sounds about right.
They're going to do like every 3 months. They're going to release them into the game.
That's how I think actually how Super Smash is going to work. I think it's going to be called like Super Smash Universe or something like that, and it's going to have maybe not Universe, like Ultimate Verse or something like that, and
Odyssey.
it will Odyssey. Yeah, no, and I think we'll have characters. We'll have a set group of characters, but every month we're going to get a new character, kind of like Overwatch style, but more frequent.
Yeah. So on the record, I agreed with you. I had also said Captain Toad.
Yes.
It's about time Toad shows up in a Smash again. Has he ever been?
I mean,
You've never been able to play as him, right?
Peach uses them to deflect attacks. So
Yeah, exactly. Outside of that, I was like, I want to play as Toad. Now, granted, will I actually use him? It's hard to get me off of Ness and Pikachu.
Oh, I wonder if it'd be like the new Ice Climbers, Toad and Toadette.
That could be kind of neat.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to do that because I never liked the Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, so I tried rattling my brain for someone who I think could potentially make sense. And I'm going to have kind of a similar logic to my outside chance one. But I'm going to say, is it Steve from Minecraft? The guy? It makes sense. It's a big enough game that would be a cool kind of little crossover that I think could make sense. And he could have his pickaxe and stuff like that. So my thought process would be, and then he could use his sword. You have a shield. I think that could be something that could work pretty well.
Huh. Never thought about it. But that's a pretty solid one, actually.
That's off the top of the head there since you
There
took
you go.
mine.
All right, so one character I think doesn't... I would say this character has a 15% chance of making it into the roster. So very low. And that is Bomberman. And I don't know why he hasn't been in it so far. I mean, his up B could just don his cape from Super Bomberman Hero, I think from N64. He could place his bomb and kick them, so a little bit different than Link. When his ultimate could be where when you get knocked out in the Bomberman games, you know how you ride that spaceship or the cart around.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like the Metal Gear Solid Snake thing, where you go into first person and shoot everybody with your bombs, like a cannon style. So you could also do the shulk thing, like spam the B button, so you could switch between like fire bombs, ice bombs, mega bombs, and then his dash B could be him using roller skates, like
So-
he gains speed.
How it is like bombs work conceptually, and you just kind of release a bomb and just.
Yeah, and you
So
shoot
I'm just wondering, is that a good enough move for? Would it be more like an annoyance, like like Star Fox kind of hit you, or would it be a bigger damage move?
I think you can do different types of bombs, so I think it would just depend on what bomb you're doing. Some can freeze them for a second. I think that would be freaking awesome, and I don't know why. He's like one of my favorite characters.
He is. I just wonder, do you think his moveset works for a game like
Oh,
Smash?
yeah.
I mean, you kind of
100%.
listed off. You think so? Okay.
100%.
I think his like special power, like the main power, I forget what it's called right now.
Yeah, I can't.
But he would call in like different villains
from
from the series.
or his friends, the other colored Bomberman.
Yeah. Well, and maybe he has like you were mentioning, like the different upgrades you can pick up in the games when you're playing in like the multiplayer.
No, he would just
side.
basically like use it himself.
Yeah,
but-
well, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe he uses those different
Yeah.
things.
All right, that'd be
yeah,
cool.
I like that. That's great. Kevin, you want to go?
Sure. This is incredibly off the wall. I think they will release StarCraft Heroes into Smash.
What?
StarCraft came out in Nintendo 64, so there is some.
No.
They could do it. I think it's going to happen.
Unless you know what, they teased Diablo 3 coming to Switch. What if you could be Diablo or something like that? That would be awesome. Or
Be like another Bowser-esque sort of character.
yeah, like that would be. I think that is so. I think there's a 1%. Yeah, I think there's a 1% chance that will happen, but that would be.
Yeah,
freaking
there
awesome.
is never a 0% chance, and I'll say this. And you went with the line. I love that you went way out on the way off the radar on that. Yeah, it's
I'm going Diablo over StarCraft though, for sure.
yeah. And again, I mean, we talked about StarCraft 64. Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome, but yeah, I don't think there's any chance that happens. I would agree Diablo has a better chance.
Good one.
Come on.
Good one.
No, I like that. So my off the wall one is, and I think it would be interesting. I think conceptually it could work, and that is Dovahkiin from Skyrim.
Ooh.
And I think they finally brought kind of get the crossover together.
And Bethesda's been pumping games on the
Yes.
Switch like none other.
And so they're again, because Skyrim is everywhere. they
Might as
bring
well
it to
get the
everything.
Switch.
I mean, you could have the ability. You could do your different shouts. You got your different weapon options. You can summon a dragon. I just think it could
that's
work.
a good one.
So we'll see. But I think that could work. I think that would be awesome to see.
I mean, out of all these characters, I want Bomberman the most. But it's okay.
Well, okay, then real quick here. Other than of the three of us, the ones that we picked that were kind of off the wall, who do you think has the best chance of happening?
Out of the off the wall ones.
Yeah.
Yours.
I think
Skyrim guy.
Kevin has no shot.
No, yeah. I think it's Skyrim.
Well, here's the thing. Bomberman seems like it would make the most sense.
Yes,
But I
agree.
think the Dovahkiin, like that could be
I
something
think-
where they announce.
I have a feeling this Smash they're going to get a little bit crazier.
You think so?
Kind of like how Cloud being in it, he was never on a Nintendo console, so it's like that's kind of a weird thing. And I wonder if they're going to do that again, where
Yeah.
we're just going to get some. That would be a perfect example.
on
Really
a scale of 10 to 10. This is an 11 for me. And yes, I said that correctly. I cannot wait for Super Smash to
I
be
know.
announced or
So-
released.
Yeah. What are your predictions, listeners? I would love to hear some. I hope we are right on some of these, because some of these predictions will be awesome. And I really appreciate Kevin coming over and doing this with us. So that was wonderful. Always good to hear from you, brother.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the kind words. Very
it-
simple, to the point.
and I did want to say, too, as long as everything works for all of us with our schedules, I would love to do a post E3.
Yeah, what we're most
Conference.
excited about and how many of these we got wrong.
And then just talk about the
'Cause that's where
shows.
it's gonna be.
Talk about it. And Kevin, I would love to have you back for that.
Yeah, that would be amazing. So,
I'll be here.
yeah, you're always welcome, of course. So if you like this, please rate us on iTunes. That would be fantastic. Or Stitcher. Those are probably the two best you can review us on. And if not, that's okay. Just keep on listening. And we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.